Another dope sample by Isaac Hayes. And here we are. Welcome to Sampling Phenomena. This is a series of videos I'm going to bring to you together with TrackLib. We're going to be talking about a lot of different techniques used in the hip-hop production world, all the way back to the start. We're going to be talking about chipmunk vocals, drumless beats, any type of technique that's been used in hip-hop. We're going to dig through that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to make music with those techniques. Okay, in this episode, we're going to be doing drumless beats, a style of production revived by Griselda Records.
Yo, the ace pourer, Bentley 4-door.
Still ill when I write it. When they don't name me top 5, I feel slighted.
Go yard duffel with the Mighty Mouse. 4 bedrooms, that's a tiny house.
While hip-hop is mostly defined by the drums, these rappers took it to themselves to move the listeners with some really intricate rhyme patterns to make up for that lack of drums on the beats. Even though Griselda are the ones bringing this back in a very strong way, you know, I have to mention a few of other artists that have used this in the past. This is nothing new, so shout out to these artists.
Hey yo, high potency top. Smoke a bag of black and feel a vibe. Born to be wise, be form on the rise, the corner.
Out of this world.
Right now, I'm smiling, taking advantage of this moment, cause there might not be another soon.
Yo, the last starfighter. My thoughts make the sun shine brighter.
Sampling Phenomena is brought to you in collaboration with TrackLib. TrackLib is an online platform dedicated and specially curated for beat makers and music producers. What separates TrackLib from digging in record stores or on YouTube is partly its crate digging focus and features, like having multi-tracks and being able to filter records by release, year, or region. But also that you know you can clear all these samples for the low and in minutes. Alright, let's get into these drumless loops. You know, I always say if you have a bad sample but a good drum loop, it's gonna work. If you have the best samples in the world, but if you have a weak drum loop, you're not gonna make it. Making this type of music something that is drumless, you know, you really have to find a special sample to make it work, and that to me was the most challenging thing. You know, luckily TrackLib has tons and tons of samples. It is something that is created for us music producers that work with samples. I went through a lot of stuff and I found a few things that really worked. I found this sample. Another dope sample by Isaac Hayes. Looking for samples in TrackLib, it's pretty easy. I always go for jazz, but now I went through soul and I was just digging around through soul records. This is the track that I used by Isaac Hayes for the beat. It has that feel that I'm looking for. I don't want to use those drum hits, so what I did is that I isolated some of the hits. I took those hits, those hi-hat hits, and I just created one shot. And it has that grimy feel to it, because I wanted to find something like that, something that has a grimy vibe to it, you know. Another thing that makes that street sound, I think, is when you use 16 levels and when you down pitch the sample and bring it back up again. Super simple. I spent a lot of time listening to a lot of stuff. I wanted to find samples that meant something special or that had that type of sound that I wanted. So I went digging for other samples. There are a lot of ways to find samples in TrackClip. One of the ways is just to go by artist. You can go by labels as well. You can go by genres, collections. This is a great way of searching for samples. These are collections created by other artists, and it's just a great way to go and find music that you never heard of. This is where I took my bass sample from. That's it, and just chopped it up and made a bass line out of that. And I used that in 16 levels as well. And that's basically it. That's all I created here. Now what I'm doing after this is just adding extra flavor. So this sample is by Dennis Farnan. It's a song called Nightshade. And this is where I took that sound that I put on top of the loop. Beautiful sample, and works really well with the rest of the loop. So now I'm just doing my regular thing, just adding samples, layering samples together. This is obviously for someone that's going to MC on top of this. I'm just chaining a lot of samples together. You know, just coming up with small chops that I introduce and then take away, and just leaving this, the main loop, always playing in the back. One of the things that I really searched for was some strings as well. Just goes really well with the Griselda theme as well. Introduces some drama to the beat, and you know, you can just bring it in whenever you want in the beat. I also went and got some snake sounds because I think it really plays really well with that first sample from Isaac Hayes. And that was it for this first episode of Sampling Phenomena. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please hit the thumbs up if you did. And also go down to the description where you can find a link to subscribe to TrackClip. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.